Hello student, welcome back to our English class. And student, I am your English teacher. My name is Teacher Mai. It's nice to see you again. Alright student, for today we are going to have fun together with our ENOZ and Junior Brown. But student, before we move to our program, teacher have one more song for you. Let's begin with the first song that we call Hello Song. So now student, don't forget to set up like this. So now, don't forget to sing and dance together.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together. ENOZ kids. We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. How are you today? How do you feel today? I'm fine, thank you. And you? It's nice to be here with you. Now let's turn round and round and round and shout, yeah! Let's turn round and round and round and shout, yeah! It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Alright, do it again.
Hi, hello, it's time to say hello. Hi, hello, say hello to your friends, to your teachers. Come and play together. ENOZ kids. We can sing and dance. We can jump up high. Move your body in, move your body out. Move your body like this and shake your body around. Now let's turn round and round and round and shout, yeah! Let's turn round and round and round and shout, yeah! It's time to have fun. Let's have a good day.
Good job, student. So now you are all good dancers and good singers. Excellent. But student, before we move to our program, teacher has some questions to ask all of you. Let's begin with the first question that teacher wants to know. Alright student, for today, how are you? Student, how are you today and how do you feel? Let's begin with hungry. Student, are you hungry?
No, teacher.
Excellent. If you are not hungry, how about angry? Student, are you angry?
No, I'm not.
Good work. If you are not angry, how about happy? Student, are you happy?
Yes.
Alright, if you say yes, let's repeat after me and you will say, I am happy. Now your turn.
I am happy.
Excellent. Alright, let's move to the next question that teacher wants to know. And this question is, how's the weather, student? Teacher want to know about the weather today. Alright, let's look at the window, student. So now, let's look at the outside and then tell me, how's the weather? Let's begin with snowy, student. For today, is it snowy?
No, it's not.
Good job. For today, it's not snowy. Oh, student, if it's not snowy, how about rainy, student? For today, is it rainy?
No again.
Good work. For today, it's not rainy too. Alright, let's focus Let's focus on the window again, student. Let's focus on the sky. Alright, have you seen the sun over there?
Yes, teacher.
So now, for today, student, is it sunny? Sunny, sunny. For today, is it sunny?
Yes, it is.
Good job, student. Alright, let's repeat after me. And you will say, today is sunny. Now your turn.
Today it's sunny.
Good job, student. Alright, we are finished with our daily routines already, student. So now, let's focus on our screen. And yes, student, that teacher mentioned you. For today, we are going to have fun with our ENOZ and Junior Brown. And our program for today, we are going to practice with our Go 2 Book 2. So, let's look at our screen, student. Alright, student. The title for today that we are going to learn is Thank you for your kind explaining, student. Alright, the first part with our straightforward student, we are going to watch our story. At the first time, student, you have to watch all of our story together, and after that, you have to watch our story one more time. And the second time, we have to watch our story with our subtitle. Alright, student, let's look at our screen. And yes, please pay attention. Don't forget to listen it carefully. We are going to watch our story with part of preview. Here it is.
Would you explain the president?
Father, what is that?
That is the American flag.
What is the DVD about?
That is the contents about history.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
It is my pleasure.
Alright, let's watch our story one more time with our subtitle.
Would you explain the president?
Father, what is that?
That is the American flag.
What is the DVD about?
That is the contents about history.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
It is my pleasure.
Alright, student. When Tomo and his family, they are traveling around the English village, and they want to learn more about the history about the English village, student. And yes, now they are at the museum about the English village, student, about the about the story about the America, student. And yes, we are finished with our story already. So now, let's practice more with part of vocabulary, student. At the first part, don't forget to listen to total vocabulary that we have, student. Alright, listen.
Explain.
Followed by
President.
next one.
Flag.
Next one.
Content.
Move to
History.
history.
your, kind,
The last one.
pleasure,
Alright, student. Now we are going to practice with part of vocabulary, student. And this part we are going to practice by listen and say. So now, student, let's look at the first vocabulary that we have. And the first vocabulary is listen.
explain,
Now repeat after me. Explain. So your turn.
Explain.
Good job, student. Alright, back to you. Let's listen and say.
explain,
So your turn.
Explain.
Good job, student. Alright, let's practice more with other sentence.
Would you explain the president?
Now repeat after me. Would you explain the president? So your turn.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the next vocabulary. And this one, student, listen.
president,
Now repeat after me. President. So your turn.
President.
Alright, student. Other vocabulary is you have to practice more, students. So let's listen and say.
president,
Alright, your turn.
President.
Good job. Alright, let's move to part of sentence. And other sentence is listen.
Would you explain the president?
Now repeat after me. Would you explain the president? So your turn.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. Alright, keep going to the next vocabulary. Alright, let's listen to other vocabulary, student.
flag,
Now repeat after me. Flag. Your turn.
Flag.
Alright, it's you. Let's listen and say.
flag,
Your turn.
Flag.
So now, student, let's practice more with other sentence. And this one is listen.
That is the American flag.
Now repeat after me. That is the American flag. Now your turn.
That is the American flag.
Good job, student. So now let's move to the next vocabulary. And this one, student, listen.
content,
Now repeat after me. Content. Your turn.
Content.
Alright, let's practice more, student. Listen and say.
content,
Now your turn.
Content.
Good job, student. So let's move to part of sentence. And our sentence is listen.
That is the contents about history.
Alright, student, repeat after me. That is the contents about history. So your turn.
That is the contents about history.
Excellent, student. Alright, let's move to the next vocabulary. And here it is, student. And this one we call listen.
history,
Alright, repeat after me. History. So your turn.
History.
Good job, student. But let's practice more. Listen and say.
history,
Alright, your turn.
History.
Good job, student. But let's move to part of sentence. And our sentence is listen.
That is the contents about history.
So now repeat after me. That is the contents about history. So your turn.
That is the contents about history.
Good job, students. So now keep going to the next vocabulary. And this one, student, listen.
your,
Now repeat after me. Your. So your turn.
Your.
Good job, student. And your student. Let's look at the red arrow. This lady, she helps her friend student by she helps her friend by carrying the boxes that he has, student. And yes, your is mean the thing is of you, student. Alright, that's this one. Let's practice more by listen and say.
your,
Now your turn.
Your.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to other sentence. And this sentence is listen.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Now repeat after me. Thank you for your kind explaining. Now your turn.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the next vocabulary. And this one is listen.
Kind.
Now repeat after me. Kind. So your turn.
Kind.
Good job, student. But let's practice more. Listen and say.
Kind.
Now your turn.
Kind.
Good job, student. Alright, let's practice more with our sentence. And our sentence is listen.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Repeat after me. Thank you for your kind explaining. Now your turn.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the last vocabulary with part of vocabulary student. And the last vocabulary is listen.
Pleasure.
Now repeat after me. Pressure. So your turn.
Pleasure.
Good job, student. Alright, it's you. Let's listen and say.
Pleasure.
Now your turn.
Pleasure.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to our sentence. And this sentence is listen.
It is my pleasure.
So now repeat after me. It is my pleasure. Now your turn.
It is my pleasure.
Good job, student. And yes, our sentence, it is my pleasure. It seems like you're welcome, student. Keep remind that. Alright, let's practice more, student. We are going to practice with the next part for today. And this part, we are going to practice with part of dialogue, student. So now, don't forget to bring your student book besides you. And the first part, student, we are going to listen to total dialogues that we have, student. Alright, please pay attention and don't forget to listen it carefully.
Would you explain the president?
Next one.
Father, what is that?
Next one.
That is the American flag.
Next part.
What is the DVD about?
Next
That is the contents about history.
Next one.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
And next
It is my pleasure.
Alright, student, we are finished with part of listen to total dialogue already. And yes, student, let's practice more with part of read our dialogue, student. So, please bring your student book besides you, and this one is your student book, student. Please open it on page 20 and 21. You will see other storyboard like this, student. And yes, let's begin with the first picture of other dialogue. And this one, student, you will see the picture of Tomo and his family. And this tour guide student, and her name is Dorothy. And yes, Tomo, he has some question to ask the tour guide student. And yes, Tomo, he say, listen.
Would you explain the president?
Now, student, repeat after me. Would you explain the president? So, your turn.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the next picture of our dialogue.
Would you explain?
So, let's move to the second picture, student. And this one, you have to see other Benny and her father, student. And yes, Benny, she has some question to ask her father, and she say, listen.
Father, what is that?
Now repeat after me. Father, what is that? Now your turn.
Father, what is that?
Good job, student. And yes, let's move to part of father. And father, he say, listen.
That is the American flag.
So now repeat after me. That is the American flag. So your turn.
That is the American flag.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the next picture. And this one, student, we move to part of Tomo and his family again, student. And this one, he moved to the next part he moved to the next part at the museum, student. And yes, Tomo, he found something like a DVD, student. And yes, he has some questions to ask his family. And Tomo, he would say, listen.
What is the DVD about?
Now repeat after me. What is the DVD about? Now your turn.
What is the DVD about?
Good job, student. And then let's move to part his family, student. And yes, father, he answers the question by, and then he would say, listen.
That is the contents about history.
Now repeat after me. That is the contents about history. So your turn.
That is the contents about history.
Good job, student. And yeah, this one is look like a projector, student. And then this one is this kind of the monitor, student. And this one is tell us about the thing that you want to learn or you want to know, student. And yeah, this one we call the content about the history from the past, student. And yes, let's move to the next picture of our dialogue. And this one, when they traveling around the museums already, student, they have to say thank you to the tour guide that they give the information about the museum to his family, student. And then Tomo, he would say, listen.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Now repeat after me. Thank you for your kind explanation. Now your turn.
Thank you for your kind explanation.
Good job, student. And yes, let's move to part of tour guides and that teacher told you. Her name is Dorothy, student. And Dorothy, she would say, listen.
It is my pleasure.
Now repeat after me. It is my pleasure. Now your turn.
It is my pleasure.
Yes, student, good job. You are a good listener and good readers. So now let's practice more.
Thank you for your kind
It is my-
explanation.
Sorry, student. Let's move to part of let's practice. And this one, student, let's focus on outer screen. And you will see we have this picture, student. Oh, and maybe they are cooking something, student. And yes, this one, let's look at the little boy, student. And this boy, he asked the question by repeat after me. What is the DVD about? Now your turn.
What is the DVD about?
Yes, student. And this one, you want to know what are they doing? And then this one is repeat after me. The content is about cooking. Now your turn.
The contents is about cooking.
Good job, student. And this one is tell us about how to make the food, student, by other DVD about the content for the cooking, student. Oh, it's so excited. So now let's move to the next picture. And this one, student, let's focus on outer square pictures. And we have four types of the season, student, or you can call 4 seasons. And yes, this one is tell us about the seasons of other pictures, student. Alright, let's look at this boy. And this boy, he asking about the thing that the DVD show up about the information or the content, student. And then he would say, what is the DVD about? Now your turn.
What is the DVD about?
Good job, student. And yes, other answer would be the content is about season. Now your turn.
The content is about seasons.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the next picture. Now switching to the picture of season to other picture of family, student. And then in this family, they have the picture of dad, the children, and after that, mom, student. So let's read out the question with this boy. And this boy, he say, what is the DVD about? Now your turn.
What is the DVD about?
Good job, student. And after that, other answer is would be the content is about family. Now your turn.
The content is about family.
Good job, student. Alright, let's practice more. And this part we call part of let's answer. But student, please open your student book on page 22. Sorry, page 23, student. Page 23 with other role play, student. This one we are going to do other role play together. So don't forget to bring your pens, or maybe you can use some pencils or colors or crayons. It's according to you. Alright, teacher will guide you with how to do other role play together. When you have to listen to other audio sounds already, student, teacher want you to write the number that match to each situation that you heard from other audio sound, student. And yes, after that, teacher will ask you other sentence that match to the number that we wrote down already. So before we listen to other audio sound, student, teacher will give you to read other sentences that we have. So now let's repeat after me. The first picture is, would you explain the president? Now your turn.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. And followed by this picture with other baby and her mom. And other sentence is, that is the American flag. Now your turn.
That is the American flag.
Good job, student. And followed by this picture. And this picture is, repeat after me. Thank you for your kind explanation. Now your turn.
Thank you for your kind explanation.
Good job, student. Let's move to the next picture. And this picture we have Benny and the tour guide, student. And then other sentence is, what is the DVD about? Now your turn.
What is the DVD about?
Good job, students. So now let's move to the last picture of other role play. And other sentence is, that is the content about history. Now your turn.
That is the contents about history.
Good job, student. And yes, teacher will open the audio sound for 2 times. And after that, you have to write down the number immediately. Alright, let's listen to the audio sounds together.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Would you explain the president?
Alright,
Number 2.
What is that? That is the American flag.
Number 3.
What is the DVD about?
Number 4.
4.
That is the contents about history.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Alright, student. Let's listen to other role play one more time. And this time, don't forget to write down the situation by write the number that you heard from other audio sounds too. Alright, let's listen to other audio sounds together.
Number 1. Would you explain the president?
Number 1 here.
Number
Followed
2.
by number 2.
What is that? That is the American flag.
Number 2 is here. Followed by
Number 3.
What is the DVD about?
Number 3 is here.
Number 4.
Number 4.
That is the contents about history.
Number 4 is here.
Number 5.
Then number 5.
Thank you for your kind explaining.
Number 5 is here, student. Alright, and now back to you. Teacher want you to write down, to write the arrows that match to other situation. If other situation is yes, you have to write down the green arrow. If it doesn't match to other situation, student, you have to write down the red arrow. Let's begin with number 1. And number 1 student, other situation 1 is, would you explain the president? And yet this one for number 1. And followed by number 2 student. Other sentence with picture number 2, we have 2 sentence student. And this one, what is that? And this answer is, that is the American flag. So, this picture matches to the green arrow or the red arrow.
The green arrows.
Good job, student. If you say the green arrow, please draw the line like this, student. And yes, let's move to picture number 3. Let me write down already. And yes, our sentence is, what is the DVD about? What is the DVD about? This one you have to draw the line by the green arrow or the red arrow.
The green arrow.
If you say the green arrow, don't forget to write down it together. Good job, everyone. So now let's move to picture number 4. And our sentence is, that is the content about history. That is the content about history. So this picture is, you have to draw the arrow by the green arrow or the red arrow.
Green arrow.
Excellent, student. Alright, don't forget to write down the green arrow. Like this. Let's move to picture number 5, student. And picture number 5 is, thank you for your kind explanation. Thank you for your kind explanation. You have to write down the green arrow or the red arrow.
The green arrow.
Good job, student. Yes. That's it for our role play, and you got the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like this. And yes, we have to write down the green arrows too. So, have you finished with part of role play?
Yes, teacher.
Good job, students. So now let's move to the next activity for today. And this part we call part of unscrambled student. And before, we have to listen the audio sound of this part, student. Teacher have the given words that we have, and we have 2 colors of the book, student. We have the green books and the purple books. And the green books, we have the word of the, would, you, president, and explain. The green books, we have the words of the, would, you, president, and explain. But student, you have to complete our sentence. And now, let's move to the purple book, student. And the purple books, we have the word of that. The American is and flag. The purple books, we have the word of that. The American is and flag, student. Don't forget to complete by choose the right word that complete our sentence. But student, now you have to listen the audio sounds together, and after that we are going to complete our sentences that we have, student. Alright, listen it carefully.
Unscramble.
Would you explain the president?
The green one,
That is the American flag.
the purple one. Listen it one more time.
Would you explain the president?
That is the American flag.
Alright, student, it's you. Let's help me to complete our sentence. Let's begin with part of Tomo with the green book, student. And our sentence with the green books is,
Would you explain the president?
good job, student. Our complete sentence is, would you explain the president? Let's rewrite our sentence together. The green book, and the green book is would. Teacher, we change the color. Would you explain the president? Let's begin with the word of would. Followed by
You.
you. Next one for
Explain.
explain. Oh, sorry.
The president.
Good job. The president. T. Yes, got it, student. And outer sentence repeat after me. Would you explain the president? Now your turn.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. And yes, let's move to the next sentence with part of Tomo's dad, student. And Tomo dad with the purple book. And now he will say,
That is the American flag.
good job, student. Our complete sentence is, that is the American flag. Let's help me to complete our sentence by that. Teacher will write down here, followed by
It's
its. Next one
D.
for D. Next one for
American.
yes, American. Next one for
Flag.
flag. Good job, student. So our complete sentence is repeat after me. That is the American flag. Now your turn.
That is the American flag.
Good job, students. So now let's move to the next part. And this one for the answer. Alright, this part we call part of matching game. And yes, student, you have to listen to our audio sound, and after that, you have to write down the number that's matched to the audio sound that you heard. Let's begin with the first picture, student. And teacher have two sentences for you. And sentence number one, student, repeat after me. What is the DVD about? Now your turn.
What is the DVD about?
Good job, student. Let's move to sentence number two. And our sentence is, that is the content about history. Now your turn.
That is the contents about history.
Good job, student. Alright, back to you. Don't forget to listen it carefully. Number one with part of Tomo. And Tomo, he will say, listen.
That is the contents about history.
Alright, student. This one, listen it one more time.
That is the contents about history.
Alright, our sentence is would be sentence number one or sentence number two.
Sentence number two.
Sentence number two. Good job, student. And this one is not Tomo saying, student, but his dad is saying with number two. So, this sounds, let's listen it carefully.
What is the DVD about?
Alright, this part for Tomo, student. Let's listen it one more time.
What is the DVD about?
Our sentence is would be number one or number two.
Number one.
Good job, students. So let's write down number one in the blank, and don't forget to cut it out, student. Alright, let's move to the next picture. And this picture we have Benny and her dad, student. And teacher have two sentences again. Let's begin with sentence number one. So now repeat after me. Father, what is that? Now your turn.
Father, what is that?
Good job, student. And now let's move to sentence number two. And our sentence is, that is the American flag. Now your turn.
That is the American flag.
Good job, students. So now back to you. Let's listen to other audio sounds together. Let's begin with this one.
Father, what is that?
So now listen it one more time.
Father, what is that?
So now our sentence is would be sentence number one or sentence number two.
Sentence number one.
Good job, student. Alright, let's write down number one with this sentence, and so don't forget to cut it out. And now let's move to part of Benny's dad, student. And yes, and then he say, listen.
That is the American flag.
Listen it one more time.
That is the American flag.
Alright. Outer sentence is would be number 1 or number 2.
Number 2.
If you say number 2, let's break down number 2 together. Here, and don't forget to cut it out like this. Alright, have you finished with part of matching game?
Yes, teacher.
Good job, students. So now let's move to the next part. And yes, students, this part we are going to practice more with part of let's sing. Alright, students, can you remember without a song that we learned since the last time?
Yes, I can.
Good job, student. Alright, we are going to sing out a song together. Don't forget to sing it louder.
Sing a song.
Would you explain the president? Would you explain the president? Thank you for your kind explaining. Thank you for your kind explaining.
So now let's sing it one more time.
Would you explain the president? Would you explain the president? Thank you for your kind explaining. Thank you for your kind explaining.
Good job, everyone. You are all good singers. Very nice. So now let's move to the next activity for today. So for today, you are the best student. Good job. So student, now we are going to do outer exercise together. So don't forget to bring your worksheet or your workbook besides you. If you have outer workbook, student, please open it on page 18 and 19. 18 and 19 is look like other worksheets on other screen too. Alright, don't forget to bring your pens or maybe you can use some pencils. It's according to you. Alright, student, and this part we are going to do our exercise by read and math. Student, read and math, and look at other sentences that we have, student. And other sentences, let's focus on the girl first, student. And the girl, outer sentence number 1, we have repeat after me. Would you? Now your turn.
Would you?
Good job. And sentence number 2, we have that is. Now your turn.
That is.
Very nice. Let's move to sentence number 3. And outer sentence is what is. Now your turn.
What is?
Very nice. Let's move to sentence number 4. And outer sentence is thank you for. Now your turn.
Thank you for.
Good job. Alright, let's move to part of the boy, student. And the boy, we have choice by the letter A till letter D, student. Let's begin with letter A. And letter A, outer sentence is your kind explanation. Now your turn.
Your kind explanation.
Good job. Let's move to letter B. And letter B, we have the American flag. Now your turn.
The American flag.
Good work. Let's move to choice C. And sentence choice C is explain the president. Now your turn.
Explain the president.
Very nice. Let's move to choice D, student. Outer choice D is the DVD about. Now your turn.
The DVD about.
Good job, student. Alright. It's you. Let's help me to complete outer sentences that we have, student. Let's begin with sentence number 1. And number 1, outer sentence we have would you, and followed by short A, your kind explanation, or short B, the American flag. or choice C, explain the president, or choice D, the DVD about. Which one is the right one? That's Matthew sentence number 1.
Choice C.
If you say choice C, that's correct. So now, don't forget to draw the line by sentence number 1 to choice D. And other complete sentence is, would you explain the president? Like this, student. So now, let's move to sentence number 2. And other sentence we have, that is, and other complete sentence is would be choice A, choice B, or choice D.
Choice B.
Choice B. If you say choice B, we have that is the American flag. Is this the right one?
Yes, teacher.
Good work, student. Alright, draw the line by sentence number 2 to choice B. Good job, student. Now, let's move to sentence number 3. And our sentence we have, what is, so student, our complete sentence is would be choice A. What is your kind explanation? Or choice D. What is the DVD about? Which one is the right one? Choice A or choice D?
Choice D.
If you say choice D, that's correct. So now, don't forget to write down. Don't forget to draw the line by sentence number 3 and other complete sentence choice D. Alright, let's move to number 4. And other sentence number 4 is, thank you for student. And now we have choice A left. So other complete sentence is would be, thank you for your kind explanation. Is this the right one, student?
Yes, teacher.
If you say yes, that's correct. Don't forget to draw the line by sentence number 4 to choice A. Like this, student. Alright, have you finished with part A?
Yes.
Very nice. Now, let's practice more with choice B, student. And choice B we call part of complete the dialogue. Complete the dialogue, student. And other sentence is depends on other story, student. So let's help me to complete other sentences that we have. Let's begin with number 1, student. And sentence number 1 we have A say father and blank, and B will say that is the American flag. That is the American flag. So A would say,
Father, what is that?
excellent. Our complete sentence is, Father, what is that? So now let's break down together with
What
followed
is
by is. Next word for
that?
that. Good job, student. Yes, we complete our sentence by Father, what is that? Good job, student. Let's move to sentence number 2. And our sentence, A would say, what is the DVD about? What is the DVD about? And we will say, blank, student. Blank, we don't say nothing, student. Alright, and we will say,
That is the contents about history.
good job, student. That is the content about history. Now, let's write down to complete our sentence together. Let's begin with the word of
That
that. Followed by
is
is. Next one for
the content
yes, the content. Move to the next one of
about.
about. And the last word for
History.
history. Or teacher will write down here. Sorry. Is it the next sentence? About history. One more time. Maybe this one here. History. Because it's too long sentence, student, and you have to write down in short of other blank, student. So other complete sentence is That is the content about history. Like this, students. So now, let's move to sentence number 3. And other sentence is A say blank again. And other hints we have the words, the given words of kind and explanations. Blank and the hints of kind explanations. And B say, it is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. So A would say,
Thank you for your kind explanation.
good job. Other complete sentence is thank you for your kind explanation. Alright, let's help me to write down other complete sentence. Let's begin with
Thank you.
Thank you. Move to the word of
For
Next one is
your
your. Yes, student, we got to complete our sentence by thank you for your kind explanation, and we say it is my pleasure. Alright, student, have you finished with our part B?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent, student. Alright, let's move to the next exercise. It's too big, and that's okay. Alright, this part we move to part C, student, and part C we call part of unscramble. And this part you have to complete other sentences that we have, student. Let's begin with sentence number 1. And sentence number 1 we have blank and the hints of the president. Blank and the president. And look at the given words. And out of given words, we have the word of would. Next one for explain. And the last word for you. So now, students, let's help me to complete other sentences. And other complete sentence is would be.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. Other complete sentence is would you explain the president? Now the words come first is would be the words of
Would
would. Good job. And followed by
you
you. The last word of is
explain?
explain. Very nice, student. And now let's help me to complete other sentence. And this one is would. Followed by
You
you. The last one is
explain.
explain. Good job, students. So now let's read outer sentence. And outer sentence is would you explain the president? Now your turn.
Would you explain the president?
Good job, student. Now let's move to sentence number 2. Sorry, number 2. And outer sentence is blank, student. And we have the hints by outer question mark. So this one for the question, student. And now look at outer given words. And outer given words we have the word of that, is, and what. That, is, and what, student. So outer complete sentence is would be.
What is that?
Good job. Our complete sentence is what is that? So now what comes first? Followed by
Is.
The last word is
That.
that. Excellent, student. Alright, let's rewrite other complete sentence by
What
next word for
is
and
that?
that. Good job, student. Now we got to complete our sentence, and student, repeat after me. What is that? Now your turn.
What is that?
Excellent. Let's move to sentence number 3. And our sentence is blank again, student. And this one we have the hint is full stop. And yes, this one we have the given words by is, it, pressure, and mine. Is, it, pressure, and mine. So our complete sentence is would be.
It is my pleasure.
Excellent. Our complete sentence is it is my pleasure. Alright, it It comes
First.
Followed by
Is.
Next word is
My
The last one.
pleasure.
Pleasure. Alright, let's complete our unscrambled student. This one for it. It is. Next one,
My and
and
pleasure.
pleasure. Good job. Alright, student, have you finished with our part C?
Yes, teacher.
So, before we move to the next exercise, student, let's read out the sentence number 3. So now repeat after me. It is my pleasure. Now your turn.
It is my pleasure.
Good job, student. Alright, let's move to the last exercise for today. And this part we call part of grammar practice. And this part you have to circle the correct word. Now, we have 4 sentences, student. Let's begin with sentence number 1. And our sentence is, that is the blank and flag. That is the blank and flag. Alright, student, teacher have 2 words choice, student. Number 1, we have America. America or American. America or American. Which one is the right word that match to our sentence?
American.
Good job, student. American. Let's circle the right word. So, our complete sentence is, that is the American flag. That is the American flag. Good job, student. So now, let's move to sentence number 2. And our sentence is what, and blank. Next word is that. What, blank, and that. And look at the given word, student. We have 2 word choice, and number 1 we have is or are, student. Our complete sentence is would be what is that or what are that.
What is that?
Excellent, student. If you say what is that, is the correct one. So please circle the right word that match to our sentence. And this sentence is what it does. Good job, student. Let's move to sentence number 3. And our sentence we have thank you. Thank you. Blank and your card explanation. Thank you, blank, your card explanation. And other given word we have the word of at and for, student. Let's complete our sentence. So our complete sentence is would be thank you at your card explanation or thank you for your card explanation.
Thank you for your kind explanation.
Good job, student. And for is the right one. So now please circle the word of for. And our complete sentence is thank you for your kind explanation. That's it. Let's move to sentence number 4, student. And sentence number 4 we have it is and blank pressure. It is blank pressure. And the complete sentence is would be it is my pressure or it is me pressure.
It is my pleasure.
Good job, student. Mine is the right one. Alright. Circle the word of mine. And our complete sentence is it is my pleasure. That's it. Alright, student. We are finished with our exercise already. How about you? Have you finished, student?
Yes, teacher.
Good job. All for today is thumbs up. Alright, student. Please stand up, stand up. We are going to sing and then with the last song that we call Skidamaringa. So now, don't forget to set up like this.